Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Diecast. Ew, a pube. Ew. Ugh. Welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. Today we are building another nitty gritty kitty, my favorite. But this one we are building specially to give away to one of you guys. My plan is once we get rolling here on the live streams, we're going to play some games, we're going to give away some cars, we're going to have lots of fun. This is going to be one of the cars I'm going to give away. I might give away this bad boy. Blip, 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 blip. But I'm building this one for you guys, and I ain't doing no Spectre Flame, okay? We're going to make this thing real sweet. It's going to be similar to this, and mostly because it's extremely oxidized. Looks like it's been dipped in acid. Maybe it lived in vinegar for a while, I don't know, but it's like sandpaper. So we're going to do something similar to this. And it's going to be a classic Diecast Resurrection Nitty Gritty Kitty. That's what we're doing today. Feeling me? Okay. Ooh, this straight up crusty under here. Well, since I've done one of these, but that's okay. It's for a good cause. Jeez, this thing feels like it's getting kind of flimsy on me. I wonder if our... Better check our measurement here. Calibrated. Gotta calibrate your tools. It'll work out just fine. Jeez, that thing's crusty. Look at all those barnacles. This baby spent some time on the coast. Yeah. Beauty. Stuff is just perfect. I love it when they're nice. A little polish. Gonna keep it a white interior, of course. I don't mess with white interiors. We got this bad boy, and yes, we are gonna pull this engine because it is just a lumpy mess in there. So gonna have to get rid of that nice little flour mushy. While we're here, I'm gonna flatten these posts. So far, so good, I guess. Boom! That's how you uninstall an engine, boys. So we can strip the little bit of paint that's left on here. We're gonna have to do a major lime out soak on this. We can get going on this. Hardly anything left on here, so this will just be real quick. Get everything nice and coated, including the front. Cool, that's pretty well stripped, so as always, gonna go give this a wash with some hot soapy water and a brass brush. And we might even dunk this body in some lime out this time. We're gonna see, but I'll be right back. Alright, here's our car. Got a little bit of gunk left under the hood, but she's looking pretty rough. Pretty rough indeed. Look at all that. So I got our little tub of lime out here. Lime out is it's basically a hydrochloric acid based bathroom cleaner. And it works really good for cleaning up bases. So I'm going to take our base, have a good look at that. You can barely even read anything, it's so crusty. I'm going to drop this straight in there. And we're going to leave that in there for about 4 minutes. Doing it. Just going to let her chill. I'm going to let this stuff kind of bubble away and get cleaned up. And we'll have a look-see in a couple minutes here. Alright, I'm going to have a look-see here, see what our progress is like. Now before I go rinse these bad boys, I'm going to take this brass brush. And I'm going to just give it a little scrubby scrub here. We're going to see how she's looking. What do you think about that? You could take this one more level and polish it. But all that crusty oxidation, gone. I might polish this one just for fun. Plus it'll kind of give it a protective coating. After using the lime out, always neutralize the acid that's on your parts. I haven't done that yet. So we're going to look at this body. Same thing. We got quite a bit of damage on this body, but at least we're down to like the basic zinc now. I think it looks alright. We're not going to do a traditional Redline paint job on this, so it doesn't really matter how rough this is. It's all going to be eaten up and smooth as glass by the time we're done anyways, so looks pretty good. So I'm going to go neutralize our parts. Make sure we stop the corrosion right now, and then we are going to come back and maybe get some painting done. Alright, we are back getting ready to do some priming. Got our little car here. I didn't even sand it. I think we're going to be okay on this one. Quick side note, if you guys are ever looking for nice tongs like this, hobby stores are going to charge you a lot for them. These are out of the fishing aisle at the hardware store. Fishermen use them for latching onto hooks, just the same way as modeling people latch onto little modely things. So fishing aisle, check it out, there's all kinds. So for a primer, I'm going to use the old Stynylrez Res, my new favorite. Put some of that in there. Ain't even going to filter it, Vern. Just using her as is. Next up, we're going to do our gloss black. Boop. That's going to be our final coat. I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to move to our Quicksilver and then start laying down some color pigment. You guys should be getting pretty used to the old candy paint system by now. See, at this point, we could probably switch to a Spectraflame and shoot over this If you had a really bad red line, you know, you could probably use a little bit of filler, do the black, do the quicksilver, spray your urethane, and I bet you it would look just fine. Okie dokie. So I'm going to use a new color this time. I think I have about 12 more to go at this point. All these candy colors can be mixed. Keep in mind, so you can create your own colors, get crazy with them. We're going to be using what they call a grabber orange. Just because we're doing a Mercury, a lot of these Cougars came with grabber orange paint jobs. Except they were a little bit more of like an opaque color, where this is going to be a candy, so it's probably going to look more like the orange Spectra Flame. Might look a little bit more red as well, so it's not going to be like an original Cougar paint job, it's going to be like a fancy Cougar paint job. So here we go. So candy, I've been shaking this off camera for quite a while. Get a decent amount of that in there. That looks like orange Spectra Flame already. And of course we're going to add some balancing clear to that. And we need a little bit of reducer. This is going to be real cool because that Cougar was a factory Spectra Flame orange. So this is going to be, it's going to be close, but it's going to be fancy. So I like what we're doing here. I feel like we're paying some good respects to it. There we go. I feel like I did a really nice job of getting the even color on this car. It's pretty close to Spectra Flame. Stuff's still got a little bit more red in it. You're really going to see the difference once we put clear on here. Alright, so I dried that with my airbrush, but I'm going to let it sit for a little bit before we start dealing with some stripes. So we'll be right back. Got our car body, which is dry to the touch. What we're going to do here is, since I paid good money for these little nitty-gritty kitty kits, we're going to use one, and we're going to make it similar to our drag edition, except I'm not going to put the sponsor decals on. Original stripe package. And we're going to make it number 3 because this is the 3rd nitty-gritty kitty I'm doing. So somebody's going to get lucky number 3. So I'm going to use this guy as a guideline because I used this guy as a guideline to do this one. And those ones look pretty good, pretty straight. Of course, I'm doing this from behind the camera, so that kind of sucks, but whatevs. We can do this. It's just a subscriber car, who cares, right? I'm feeling that. I'm feeling it. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's gonna be sweet. Feeling real good about this one. We gotta get these numbers on. Okay. I don't like how they didn't trim the tops of these. It's OCD. OCD kicking in. You don't see people working on these too much, so I'm glad that I've had so many. I've never seen anybody else work on one on YouTube that I've seen. Hell yeah. I'm going to trim this guy off the back carefully. If we can. Just like so. It's freaking sweet. Alright, I guess I'm off to clear coat then, and we will see about getting that chassis back together. Yes. Yes. Okay, and today we are going to be using a little bit of flitz. I know you guys have been suggesting this for quite a while. I just haven't seen it until recently, so I've grabbed it when I saw it. My man Paulie over at Fat Man Productions recently used some of this, and it did a super nice job, so we're going to give it a try today. Stuff does a really nice job cleaning up our plastic. We could give that a little bit of a dip in our Pledge floor polish. I'm going to give this a dip. Give that guy a nice dip. Set her down. And we're going to cover this bad boy up for the duration of the dry period. So we'll leave that over here for now. Since this is a subscriber car, you guys can do with it as you please. I'm going to be doing a bunch of these. You know, most of them won't be Redlines, just because we're running out of stock. But I will announce which videos are subscriber cars, and we're going to kind of create a little pile that we will be giving away. Holy crap. Where'd that guy come from? Sweet. Got some big old booties on the back of this guy here. I don't know where my little tool is. I might have lost it. Got some time off here, so I'm going to be cleaning up my workspace and really have a look. So what I did is I put the little bit larger size tires on the back because I like the look. Similar to what I did on our Nitty Gritty Drag Edition. A little bit beefier tire in the back, so we're going to go for the same thing. Okay, I think it's time to get this guy back together. Windshield looks perfect. Just perfect. Interior's nice and white. Plain old. Plain old. I'm digging it though. So we're going to need a couple screws. Get this here glass situated. So as you can see, I got a hole drilled through our motor. We got a hole drilled through the post. Everything is nicely drilled. We're going to secure our engine with a screw. Very carefully get our base back on here. More screw for the back. This thing is sweet. This might be my favorite one. I'm gonna give it away. Feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good about that. Here we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh my god. What do you think of this gem? That candy goes all the way to the bottom. Woo! She fancy. She is fancy. A couple little dusties on here. That's okay. Whenever you got a brand new painted car, it's a dust magnet. Don't let that bother you. You can see that paint job is flawless. Flawless. A little dusty. Get a little dusty off there. This thing is sweet. Totally my favorite car so far. I love these nitty gritty kitties. I need more of them. I'm out. We've done all three. We got my classic green beast. We got the new one, and we got the drag edition. So it's quite a difference, you know, considering what we started out with. You guys saw how corroded this body was. Like, it pretty much looked like it was dipped in acid for a while. And then we did dip it in acid for a while to remove some more of that corrosion. But we got this body looking sleek. And yeah, you know, I'm getting pretty good at this now. I've had some practice, so this is going to be one of my subscriber cars. We're going to give this guy away. We're going to build up a little stockpile, and then we will most likely do it on a live stream. If you're not able to make it to the live stream, no big deal. We're going to find other ways to give cars away, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe if you want to get one of my cars. So let's throw this up on the old rotisserie here. This is definitely one of my favorite builds I've done. I hope to do more stuff like this in the future. If you guys don't mind me putting candy paints on Redlines, I think it really sets them off. I'm kind of bored with the Spectra Flame, so doing the candy paint, you know, really gives me a chubby, and I think it just, you know, the cars speak for themselves. So if you guys like this car, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Stay tuned for the next one. There's going to be a lot of videos coming at you these days because we're going to be going a little bit more full-time with our video making, so you can get ready for that. You're going to get swamped. Hopefully you don't get sick of me. Make sure you guys check out the merch, and I will see you in the next one. You a race man?